Hi YouTube, it is I, Danielle, better known as Danielle The Happy Medium in the industry, and welcome back to the channel for those who are already subscribed. And if you're coming across this video for the first time, then I'd like you to invite you to come and join me over here on my mediumship channel to talk about all things mediumship development, spirituality, and all things that make you want to look more at mediumship and your mediumship development. As I say, I'm Danielle, better known as Danielle The Happy Medium in the industry. So if you're ready, in today's video, we're going to talk about a couple of the statements I've heard from my students this week in regards to the blend, which I'm hearing a lot of, and the flow. So in this video, we're going to talk about, now I'm going to debunk what people's really saying in regards to the word the blend and the flow. So I'm Danielle, as I've said, and I've been in mediumship development now for over 10 years. Can you believe it? Honestly, feels like only yesterday when I started. So, as I said, my students have been talking to me about these words. What do they really mean, Danielle? Like, what are people saying? Like what does that mean? And so I thought it was really important to come on and I talk to you a lot about what it means. I have a cup of tea in my hand. I've been very busy this morning with other things. What we're really saying here, and I'm going to give you some exercises. I'm going to give you some hints and tips. You know me, to talk about these things when we're talking about the flow, and most of you are going to understand this when I start saying this to you, the flow basically means that the way in which that we're talking, right? So some of you may understand this when I say this. So you're doing a mediumship reading, you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, ages and ages, and there's nothing's coming, or you might get a couple of sentences out and then it just all sort of dries up and disappears. Now, if you push your mind to the left and you're waiting for the spirit world, for all those who, are on this channel and been doing them techniques now for a while, then there is nothing wrong with your flow. What it really means is you stop talking. And you're going to be looking at me going, well, what do you mean by that? Like, the flow is as fast as you talk. Now, if you watch me or anybody else in the industry, they never stop talking, especially when they're doing mediumship. So they're constantly talking about this, talking about that. And what that is the flow. The flow is coming from you. So the more you keep talking, the more the work's going to come. So that means the evidence to me and you. The more you talk, the more the information's going to come. The minute you stop talking is the minute you come out of the flow, which means that ultimately you've moved either your mind away from the spirit world or you've just sort of come to you've just like sort of stopped talking, which means them on the other side just stop giving. So what we have to understand is, now everybody always says to me as a medium, by Danielle, your work's dead quick, isn't it? And it's, your work comes out very fast and, all these types of things. Yeah, I move. Anybody who's been watching me for a long time, I know a lot of you put subtitles on here because some of you don't even understand what I'm saying. That's the pace in which that I move. So my mind moves quite quickly. I talk quite quickly. My energy's quite quick. So guess what? My work is quite quick because of it. My flow is all about how quick I move and how quick I'm moving that information through. It's as simple as this. So when people are saying to me, well, what do they mean by getting the flow, Danielle? And what's all that mean? That's exactly what they're talking about. They're basically saying, quick up, move, like talk faster. But what happens is we use big jargons and we use words, and it makes you think that you're doing something wrong, but actually you're not. What the flow means is talk faster. You need to keep talking. So let me give you some examples of how you can do this. And what I'd like you to do is in the comments, I'd like you to see if you can spot the difference or you can see what it is that I'm doing. So here's an example. So I'm now moving my mind to the spirit world. And as I move my mind to the spirit world, I am aware of a gentleman. And as I work with that gentleman's making me aware. And that gentleman's also giving me, and that gentleman's showing me. And I'd like you in the comments to show me or tell me what it is that I'm doing there. And when you watch mediums or me, for example, working, what you'll see is that actually what I'm doing is, and I'm not going to tell you, is I'm going to see whether or not you recognize it, because when you recognize it, then you'll understand what it is that I'm doing. So in the comments box, let me know what you think that I've done there, and then I'll comment back and let you know, all right, whether these are right, wrong, or indifferent. But ultimately, what the flow means is I'm continuously talking. I'm only stopping, or I don't even stop. I take a breath to get a yes or a no and keep talking, keep moving. And it's one of the things that I see with my students. They sort of hit that brick wall, and what they tend to do is they panic and pull out instead of just picking up and keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. It's one of the things I train in my rooms. Keep talking, don't stop talking. So that's the flow, and the flow is as quick as you're talking. So the more you, like I say, pick the pace up, the quicker the information is going to come for you. Now the blend, one of the things that you see talked about a lot, and I've put it on one video in the whole 10 year I've been doing development. That tells you how much I don't use this word. And the reason I don't use this word for is because it completely confuses the living daylights out of people. People are like, well, what am I blending with? Like, what am I looking for? What am I searching for? You're just constantly searching for something, and you've got no idea what you're searching for. And that for me really confuses the next generation. And I think one of the things that I'm known for in the industry, apart from the fact that I'm quite scientific with my work, is I want to really make things as simple as possible, because mediumship is by default simple. It's not meant to be complicated. Honestly, it's not. And so what happens is humans use lots of different big words and things, and it makes it look a little bit more spectacular than it actually is. What the blend really means is that over the years of you doing your development, and I put a video up there the other day about your development for moving to the left and working with the spirit world there. What we're doing is creating in the database what we call flags. And flags, when the spirit world comes forward, we're talking, start to sort of ping up. That either word is applicable. Fit in the blank where you so feel, okay? It sticks the flags out. And what the spirit world do is wrap around that bit of database. Now, I've talked about this in my book, Freestyling Mediumship, which has been a very popular book, and I'm forever grateful to all of you who bought it. And what we're talking about here is that the database is the memory bank. The memory bank is what spirit need in order to be able to give off a piece of evidence. So when we're talking about the blend, what we're really saying, or what everybody else is saying, is that ultimately your flags, when your developments stick out, they wrap around them, they then push it through the thought-based matter, through what we call the emotional awareness, and we spit it out basically, or we talk it out. Either or is applicable. Again, fill in the blank where you so wish. So the blend, you're not looking to blend with nothing. You're not trying to blend with people's energy. You're not trying to do none of them things. It basically, what we're saying is that there needs to be more development within inside the mind of your clairvoyance, your clairsentience, your clairgnion, whatever it may be, so that the spirit world has something to wrap around. It's a mechanic. Basically, that's what the blend means. It's a mechanic. They're blending with the mechanic that you've built. They're wrapping around that mechanic so that you can get the information off. It's as simple as that. You're not meant to be building auras or pushing your energy out or anything for that matter. What you're meant to be doing is, as I've showed you in that video a couple of days when, I will tie it to the end of this one, you're to get in, do your development, sit with the spirit world, learn to develop with them. And through that, what you do is build this set of prongs or mechanics that allow the spirit world to be able to tap upon the database, and for you to be able to recognize it and give it off. It's really that simple. You don't need to be blending with the spirit world's energy, because their energy is moving at such a different frequency to ours. There's no possible way that that can happen. If we understand energy frequencies, us as humans move at a totally slower pace than them on the other side do. And I've got a lot of scientific facts and things that I talk about, and I don't really want to sort of give all of that off on here, because I probably will bore you to death, and I don't really want to do that, because I don't want to do them things. But think about it. Blending has got nothing. Your oracle field does not move at the pace in which the spirit world move at, in energy, frequency, tones, and textures. It's really that simple. So when we talk about the blend, what they're really saying is there needs to be more development within the mind in order so that the spirit world can touch upon their mechanics and give off the information. It really is as simple as that. So let me just recap for you all. With regards to the flow's got nothing to do with your energy, nothing at all. That's just your human energy. What we're really saying is pick up the pace, keep talking, don't stop talking. Only time you should be sort of half and half not talking is if you're getting a yes and a no. Try this out in your circles, try it out with your readings. You'll find that the information comes a lot quicker. With regards to the blend, you're not blending with nothing. The only thing you're doing is developing the information so that you can get the mechanics, so that you can get the information through when you're flowing and talking it. That's about it. It's that simple. So I hope this video helps not only my students, but maybe a lot of you here on the channel that are searching around for all of this sort of use of wording, and it got you quite confused, because mediumship's not meant to be confusing. So I have been Danielle. Let me know if you can work out what I was saying in them statements, if you can catch on to what I'm doing. If you can, good. If not, then I will certainly support you in the comments there. I hope you understand a little bit more about the jargon in the industry, and sometimes I know that jargon really does blow you away, and I know you've become very confused with that. Try to keep it simple. That's probably the best way I can say it to you with mediumship, especially in 2025. Keep it simple. The simpler, the easier, the better. It's definitely the way forward. Learn to work with the development, with the spirit world. I'll put the video at the end for you there. Have a beautiful weekend. I'm working this weekend. It's my weekend to work, so I'm working this weekend with students and things. Well, head on over to the website, check out the development if you're looking to take more development with me. If not, that's okay too. If you enjoy the channel, think about giving it a subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. It's an absolute blessing and honor to have you all here with me today. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Okay, so take care. Good luck with the development, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Big kisses from me and the spirit world. Bye for now.